You know how sometimes you can feel like God has forgotten about you? Like you literally can feel like everybody around you is being blessed but you. You feel like everybody around you is receiving breakthrough. Everybody around you, business is growing. Everybody around you is getting promoted on their jobs. Everybody around you, children is doing good and yours is not. Everybody around you is achieving their goals and you are just being stagnant, or you are not consistent, or you are this or that. And, you know, it just seems like your world is just crumbling down. And most times we want to blame God, right? But I've come to realize, even in those moments that I have, you know, I get like that too, because we're human, right? But I've come to realize, and God has shown me time and time again, that when I get into that rut, when I get into that feeling of like, what's going on? Like, I feel like everybody else is receiving and, you know, prospering and things like that. But me, God has told me, look what I have done before. Look at the things that I have already blessed you with. The thing that you are standing in now was a prayer, was a blessing, was something that you have got on your knees at night and pray. It was something that you once felt like was taking too long to come, but you are now standing in the very thing that you have prayed to me for, that you have fasted for. And I'm like, dang, God, like that is so true. Like, you know, we sometimes forget, you know, that we have prayed to God for the things that God has already blessed us with. And if God did it before, like, do we not serve a God who cannot do it again? Do we serve a God who runs out of blessings? Do we serve a God who runs out of supply? Like, no, we serve a God who will supply our every need according to his riches and glory. It's not on our timing, but it's God's timing that's perfect. And that's where we, you know, go wrong, because we find ourselves trying to get ahead of God and go ahead of God and make things come to pass when God is telling us to wait, and he's telling us to be still and know that he is God for a reason and a season, because in time, God is going to bless us with the very thing that we are praying for. But God has to move some things around. God has to shift some things. God is protecting us from some things, and God is equipping us in ways that we will soon know later. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but know that the Lord will deliver them out of them all. Know that if you feel like you are being afflicted right now, that God is going to deliver you, but it is not on your time frame. Know that it's something that's going on right now that you're dealing with that needs to build up some type of character in you, that needs to build up some type of something in you that is going to help you for the place and the space that God has prepared for you down the line. It is not, you know, denial. It promises are yes and amen. So know that if it has not come to pass just yet, God is not saying no. Like, we serve a God who set before us an open door, but God has to prepare some things so we have to wait and know that there is blessings in the waiting, because that builds something inside of us like never before. If you want to be somebody that you've never been, you have to do things that you've never done. You have to become somebody who you've never been before, and that takes time. But know that in the right time, God will make it happen.